Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. 3 keys to the Lakers defeating the Timberwolves in 2024-25 regular season opener. The day has finally arrived. After months of anticipation, the Los Angeles Lakers will officially begin the 2024-25 NBA regular season by hosting the Minnesota Timberwolves in what could be an early leg in the race for Defensive Player of the Year. As Los Angeles looks to kick the regular season off with a home victory, it's faced with the daunting task of overcoming a 2024 Western Conference finalist. In 2023-24, the Timberwolves won the regular season series with the Lakers by a margin of 3-1. Los Angeles managed to win one of the 2 games it played after changing to its current starting lineup, however, which offers some degree of optimism. True as that may be, that was a different time for both teams, as both Los Angeles and Minnesota are preparing to usher in a new era in their respective franchises' history. The Lakers began the offseason by making the change from Darvin Ham to first-year head coach J.J. Redick. Not to be outdone, the Timberwolves parted with former franchise player Karl-Anthony Towns after 9 seasons. The question is, what must the Lakers do to be the new-look team that begins their new chapter with a victory? 3. Run Minnesota off the three-point line. The Lakers faced the Timberwolves 4 times in 2023-24, and 3 of those 4 games played out in a recognizable fashion. Minnesota turned to its shooters to overwhelm Los Angeles's questionable perimeter defense, and they consistently came up big. If the Lakers hope to defeat the Timberwolves in the 2024-25 regular season opener, they'll need to be able to run the opposition off the three-point line, with a key exception, of course. Minnesota averaged 13.7 three-point field goals made during its 3 wins over Los Angeles in 2023-24. During the 1 game that the Lakers won, they held the opposition to 10 three-point field goals made, a difference of 11.1 points per game via the three-point shot. It should come as no surprise that the game during which the Timberwolves made their fewest threes against the Lakers was played without Towns. As Minnesota enters its first season without Towns since 2014-15, the Lakers must exploit his absence. Julius Randle is an All-NBA player, but he's also an erratic jump shooter, meaning Redick and company shouldn't be afraid to make him play the Towns role. Other than testing Randle's range and efficiency, however, the Lakers must be aware of how big of a difference the three-point shot has made in this rivalry. 2. Contain Anthony Edwards. The most obvious task that the Lakers must accomplish is preventing Timberwolves superstar Anthony Edwards from going off. Edwards will be looking to exploit whichever matchups the Lakers send his way, with Austin Reeves' past defensive inconsistency likely to be a focal point for Chris Finch's team. It'll take a team effort and consistently high energy from Reeves to get the job done, but if the Lakers can contain Edwards, they'll have a chance to win. Edwards is going to produce big numbers, and there's nothing Los Angeles can do about that. It's the nature of the beast whenever the opposition is an All-NBA level player, let alone one who's already made a deep playoff run at 23 years of age. The Lakers may be able to prevent Edwards from truly taking over, however, which will be essential to the team's effort to secure an opening night victory. It's also worth noting that the Lakers' lone win over the Timberwolves in 2023-24 saw Edwards shoot 10 of 23 from the field and 2 of 9 from beyond the arc. Edwards is an effective three-point shooter, but perhaps limiting his opportunities to drive and turning him into more of a jump shooter is the answer. LeBron James will shoulder a heavy offensive load, but this is one of the big games during which the Lakers will need him to play his somehow still strong brand of situational defense. 1. Anthony Davis vs. Rudy Gobert. In a clash between 2 of the best big men in the NBA, Anthony Davis will go up against 4-time and reigning Defensive Player of the Year Rudy Gobert. It's an encounter that will be essential to determining the outcome of the game. Lakers injury report: Jared Vanderbilt, Christian Wood and Christian Koloko out against Timberwolves. The Los Angeles Lakers announced Jared Vanderbilt, right foot injury recovery, Christian Wood, right knee injury recovery, and Christian Koloko, return to competition reconditioning, have been ruled out for opening night of the 2024-25 season against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Vanderbilt is recovering from off-season procedures to both his feet, while Wood is rehabbing a knee injury. The two frontcourt players were expected to miss the start of the regular season, particularly Vanderbilt, whom head coach J.J. Redick said is progressing but not ready to return to play just yet. During the preseason, the lack of frontcourt depth was apparent as Redick was forced to give Jackson Hayes extended playing time at the center position. The team also waived Colin Castleton to give Quincy Olivari their final two-way contract spot, thus sapping their center depth more. Vanderbilt's absence will be felt the most as he is Los Angeles's best perimeter defender and their most versatile piece defensively because of his size, length, and hustle. Offensively, Vanderbilt is limited to putbacks and layups, but has shown some flashes of being able to knock down the corner three. Meanwhile, Wood would be an ideal partner for Anthony Davis in the frontcourt because of his ability to space the floor from beyond the arc. Redick is already encouraging players to shoot more from the three-point line, so Wood should have the green light once he's ready to return. Without Vanderbilt or Wood available, Davis is expected to play the bulk of his minutes at center, with Hayes acting as his primary backup. Redick experimented with two big lineups of Davis and Hayes, and while they performed well in limited minutes, it's hard to see that being a consistent look without another big man on the roster. Meanwhile, the Lakers have been waiting to hear back on Koloko's playing status. Koloko was forced to go on the NBA's fitness to play list after he was diagnosed with blood clots that were considered life-threatening. A panel was expected to reach a decision on Koloko's playing status soon, and perhaps they already did, with his status being returned to competition reconditioning for Tuesday night. Lakers trade pitch swaps D'Angelo Russell, picks for $20 million dunk machine. For a team boasting Anthony Davis and LeBron James at the forefront of its roster, the Los Angeles Lakers were quiet this offseason. Outside of drafting Bronny James and Dalton Knecht, they've avoided operating outside of the margins. Could it be that Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office are waiting for more options to present themselves down the line? Michael Pina of The Ringer invested in that hypothetical in a column making 22 bold predictions for the upcoming NBA season. Pina predicted that Cleveland Cavaliers center Jarrett Allen will be traded mid-season, and that Los Angeles, amongst other teams, have the means to land him. Lakers receive, Allen. Cleveland receives, D'Angelo Russell, Christian Wood, 2 first-round picks, one of Knecht/Rui Hachimura. Allen is coming off of his 8th career season, and 4th as a member of the Cavaliers. In 77 regular season appearances last year, he averaged 16.5 points, 10.5 rebounds, 2.7 assists, and 1.1 blocks per game. He and Davis would make for a Lakers defense that's almost impassable, with both bigs capable of traveling the perimeter. As the Cavaliers continue investing in Evan Mobley, whose NBA future is at the center spot, maximizing on Allen's value feels inevitable. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of D'Angelo Russell? Leave your opinion in the comments.